What's up, guys? I'm gonna show you guys how much I make every month with two used cars on Turo. So right now I got the Hyundai Accent and I got the Chrysler 200 drop top on Toro, and I'm gonna show you guys how much I make monthly and also how much every car makes. And I recently changed my trip settings for how much guests could get off, basically how much discount guests could get if they book my car for a whole month. And it happened to me twice and my earnings had dropped, so I had changed the settings up so that way I could maximize my earnings. And I had to cancel one of the months monthly trip recently, and I missed out on 400 bucks, but I ended up increasing my income. So I'm gonna show you guys how much each vehicle does monthly. And also I think I had to fix some on the Hyundai. I had to get like new tires and oil change about like 2 months ago, so my earnings were kind of down because I didn't take care of it right away, you feel me? I just like kind of like let the car sit for a little bit, but I still ended up making like 200 and something dollars. And then the Chrysler did great, so let me show you guys the numbers. Alright, I'm gonna show you guys the Hyundai Accent 2016 first, how much this car makes every month, and also show you guys where I missed out on some earnings because I had to basically get an oil change and get some new tires, just get some maintenance done on the car. And recently I've been noticing my earnings kind of dropped, but last month I did good, but recently I noticed I had to like basically just drop my prices that I'm renting out these vehicles because Turo got a little bit of Turo got a little saturated, so I had to reduce how much I'm renting these cars out daily, and I was able to get more bookings, so that's how I was able to increase my income. All right, so we'll start in January. January we did $509, and then February I did $659. So as you guys can see, that's a big jump, almost $200 right there jump. So March we did 676. So you guys can see, man, this car makes about anywhere between $500 to $700 a month, which is really nice because I only bought this car for $3,900. And it's actually very cheap. If I need to fix anything, it's very cheap to get it done. Oil change is only about 60 bucks every 3 to 4 months. And then so it's continue. And then April I made $644. And then May I made $250. This is around the time where I had to get oil change and just get all my maintenance caught up. And also I had a monthly booking that lasted all the way till June, so that kind of reduced my earnings. And I had changed my monthly trip settings. As you guys can see, this fat green missed earnings right here. I mean fat red bar looking. That means that I missed earnings, which is $418. And that was another monthly trip that I had to cancel because, like I said, I was trying to maximize my earnings. And as you guys can see, my earnings jumped right here. In July I made $731. I was able to make this much money because I had reduced basically how much I was charging for my daily rate. I had changed it up, and I was just changing it up like every week to see if I get no bookings when it's like more expensive, I would just reduce the price, and then also not take monthly bookings. I changed the settings. I still do monthly bookings, but it's to maximize my earnings. And I did a video on that too. You guys can go check it out. But I have another monthly trip coming up, and it's gonna pay me like $600, which is way better than $400. So July I did $731, and then now we're in August, and I've already made 92 bucks in August. So that's a total of $3,906 made so far. Not bad, because I only bought this car for $3,900. Alright, next up I'm gonna show you guys the Chrysler 200S. This car does great. Like last month I thought that I had made more on this car than the Hyundai, but this car, the Hyundai actually did better than this car, which I was shocked because this is like my top performer. So we'll look at how much I made on this car every month starting in January. Alright, starting in January, we made $656 and I had a missed earning of $175. And then February, we made $561. In March, we made $893, which was a big jump, almost $1,000 this month. And then my earnings dropped and I only made $147 in April and had a missed earning of $92. So this month I had basically there was a not an accident. There was my guest had a flat tire, and so when I went to go get a new tire, they told me that my rim was damaged, so I had to basically get a new rim, new tire, and it cost me like $300 and something. And so I basically didn't have the car on tour for like almost the whole entire month, and I was just driving around with the car with the spare tire, but I have a full-size spare tire. And yeah, so I had to basically spend $300 this month to get a new rim, and also not a new rim, it was a used rim. It cost me like $200, and then the new rims for these cars are like $600. So I was like, oh, nah, I'm not trying to do that. So I got a used rim for like $200, and then not exactly $200. It was like around $160, $180. I just be rounding up, and then I had to basically get a new tire, which was like $150, and then that was $300. And then so it's going to May. So you guys can see, the next month I have my car in there. Full month I made $799, which is basically round up to $800, and had a reimbursement. Reimbursement is basically like if a guest doesn't fill up the tank, you could charge them, or if they bring back the car late, you could charge them for reimbursement. And then June, we made $725. So this car actually does anywhere between $500 to almost $800 a month, which is great because I bought this car actually a little bit more cheaper than the Hyundai. I bought this car for $3,800, and then I had to fix it up for $3K. And ever since then, man, it's been good. And then July, we made $649. And then now we are in August, we made $335 already. So this car is very popular, man, does very great for me. And so the total I made this year from this car alone was $4,765. Man, that's really, really nice, man. And this is a 2013 Chrysler drop top. So I paid $3,800 for it, and then I paid $3K to get everything fixed up. It had a lot of problems when I first bought it, but when I did buy it, it had low mileage too. It had like around 96K miles, and right now it's at 120K miles, so there's still a lot more it can go, I'm hoping, and make me more money. But I've definitely made all my money back from this car from fixing it, and also I'm in profit. With this car and the Hyundai, I'm in profit. So I have 2 other cars that are on the side right now that I'm planning on getting fixed up and throwing on Turo. So you guys subscribe to the journey. Let me show you guys how much I made total from this car and the Hyundai. Alright, so with both cars, this is how much I'm making a month. January, I made $1,165. February, $1,200. March, $1,568. April, $791. This is probably my lowest month. And then May, $1,049. June, $1,070. July, $1,380. So you guys can see, man, my earnings had increased this month. March was my highest month, $1,568 earned. And then now we're in August. We've already made $400, and then we almost got another $400 coming up. So I definitely learned a little bit of ways to increase my earnings on monthlies, and also just reducing my price a little bit on daily rate. And as you guys can see, man, my total for both of those cars is $8,670. And I also got my other 2 cars, and my Ford alone made like $800 one month, But that car is down right now, and I'm gonna be fixing it up soon. Hopefully by September, man, next month. I'm definitely excited. So you guys subscribe. I'm gonna catch you guys on the next one. Peace.